G'day and welcome to DuckZorly Gaming and our Let's Play series on our Western Australia map. Okay, so we are back at it again. We are just commencing our harvest on field 13. Now with field 13, we had some difficulties and this is all to do with the edges of the field, with course play and all that sort of stuff. So what you will notice here, we're doing a second run around the header. The edges of the field, you'll notice a bit of a green section there. What I've actually done is like I've done with a lot of the fields now, is I've actually gone and redefined the edges because some of the field edges were actually outside of the area that we actually own because of the field definitions. And to fix that up and sort of make it so we've got a smoother course play experience, I've had to go around and edit the line of the fields basically, which is what we've done through here. And it is quite complex in some areas to sort of get that just right. You have to cut into the field a fair way, and you have to really sort of muck about to get the course play to regenerate the correct course definition or field definition. But so far it looks like we've got it. So as you can see, if I go up here in front of the combines, the first run through, about 3/4 of this first header field, this left hand side combine on this course didn't actually harvest anything because the field definition was basically saying to course play, well, you don't own that area of land, so you can't harvest it. So it left all that behind. So now I've actually just gone through and I've only pulled in just a little bit of the field, but now it's actually rectified that problem and he's not actually trying to harvest crop that's technically outside of the field. So that's what we've done there. So I'm basically going around doing this to all the fields that I need to, just to smooth out our course play experience. It also then means that we can use our user extracted field definition or field profile, and it means that we basically can always use the things like the obstacle avoidance and stuff like that with course play. So that will work much better. Alright, so that's what we're doing here. So we're just going to bring this guy back up to the front, to the top end of the field, northern side of the field. We'll wait for the combines to fill up, because they should get at least up to the northern end where we started off before we need to empty them off. But we'll just drive around here and just sort of have a bit of a look, and we'll continue on from there. We've also finished combining, harvesting field 3, which is our northeastern field. So we've done that off camera. Again, that was another one that I was having to manipulate the fields, so we did that one off camera. So it's now been ploughed and we are ready to begin seeding on that one again. As you can see here, this is part of what I've had to do just to bring it in and force the course definition to define where it needs to go. But anyway, not quite so neat and tidy, but it provides us with something that actually works. Alright, so we're just going to park this guy here and we're going to have a bit of a chat about what's going on here on the farm. So as you can see, our money is a little bit lower than what it was previously, and in fact we've had to do a rush sale of some crop because we actually got down to $3,000 and we weren't going to be able to run the combines with hired hands with just that amount of money, so we had to go sell some crop just to make sure we had enough money to pay our workers. Some good news that is coming in. I've been speaking with the immigration department, and there's a couple of immigrants that we're going to have come in and help us in the not too distant future. So I have to keep an eye out for them. Some very special immigrants, especially in many different ways and shapes. But I won't give anything away there, but I think you'll really enjoy having both of them here in the Let's Play series. No, it's not just me doing a different voice. Don't worry about it. It's actually, we've actually got some real life immigrants coming in to help us out. Anyway, so we've got that to look forward to. Also, those of you that are on my Discord would have seen a bit of a teaser picture, and as you can see over there, there's a whole pile of poplars. Those nice big poplars over there have been planted. There's a little bit of a change happening over at the farm. We're not going to get into that quite yet. I'm not quite ready to reveal that, But head on over to the Discord and you'll see a couple of the pictures. Our good friend 007 Robert, he's pretty close to working out what I'm doing, I think. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, some changes are coming, but should all be for the better. Alright, so let's have another look. We'll see where our combines are. They're just coming up here around the corner, so they shouldn't be too far away at all. So we'll just jump out here and we'll watch them come through. But what we might do is we might get a... we'll do a screenshot a little bit later, that's okay. So both our combines are coming through, so they're going to head off and do their second header row. So they'll come through here and do the second header row, and then they'll be doing their up downs. Now we are doing a different run with the courseplay course. We're doing missing lines, so they're going to do one run up and then they'll miss one row, then they'll go back down again. It's just to sort of see if we can minimize any possible conflicts with the combines, and it's just something a little bit different to see them working on. Courseplay does have a few different options available to it now, and we haven't really looked at those, and he's doing it again. Okay, this guy did this last time. He decided to go into the fence, so what we have to do is we're going to have to stop him, bring him back. You're going to have to set him back up on his course again. We'll let the other guy go through, see if he takes that turn. It's a very tight turn that this course player's given it, and they seem to be losing a bit of track, although this guy's gone alright. And while I say that, oh, here we go. No, he's going to be alright. He's smarter than the average worker by the look of it. No, he's going to do racetracks now. Okay, alright. Now this is part of the problem you have. So what we're going to do is going to stop the driver. Whoops, wrong key. We want to continue that. Now what I want to do is I'm just going to bring up the courseplay course so I can see where he's meant to be. We'll bring him over. And hopefully if we just put him on nearest waypoint... No, he's going to get all confused. Where's he going to go? Well, this is a little bit interesting. Where are you going? That's not the nearest waypoint. Where the hell are you going? Seriously, champion, where are you going? Right, he's a little bit confused. Alright. This isn't working out very well today. Alright, so what we're going to have to do, get him started, and if I bring him over here, I wonder if no, he's got a real penchant for wanting to go back around there. Okay. This is not very good. Alright, what we'll do is we'll put a pause in here and we'll come back very shortly once we've got this all sorted out. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We sorted all that out. That course is a little bit confusing for them to pick up at the starting area, but hopefully now they should be well and truly on the right track. Pardon any pun. As you can see, our other combine, if we run over here, he's gone off ahead. We'll just jump in him and make sure we've turned everything off. We need to, so we're going to turn all that off so we don't see that. And he's off and running. He's quite happy now. And he'll do his second header row, which is what he's doing now. And then they'll start doing the effectively an east-west run, but on a slight angle. So we'll see how that goes in the near future. All right, so what do we got? One's at 45%, one's at 68%. So this one's at 45%. So we will have to empty them reasonably soon. We'll wait and see how that pans out. All right. Okay, so as we were saying beforehand, we just finished field 3. So we'll run over here to field 3 so we can have a look at field 3. So here we have field 3. And again, as you can see, I've done the same thing through here. I've had to modify the edge of the field to make course play work nice and seamlessly. And that field is now ready to go. So what we are going to do is we are going to go and see if we can find a tractor. And we are going to get seeded. So here we've got one of our New Hollands. So we're going to take this guy out. And we'll leave the Elmer there. Grab a seeder, and we are going to head off and start seeding field 3. Alright, we're going to grab our big Great Plains seeders that are just in here. Being careful not to show you what's going on the other side of the farm. We don't want any spoilers now, do we? Alright. Now I think I do need to actually fill these up with seed and fertilizer, so that's going to be first onto the agenda, which it is, or at least seed. So we'll go and do that. Now we're really looking forward to these 2 immigrants that we were talking about just a bit ago, coming in and helping us. We'll just name them Juan and Fidel for now, but it should be some interesting times on the farm here in Western Australia. I think the lingo will be a little bit difficult for them to comprehend, but I think that should be part of the enjoyability factor, so to speak. Alright, we're going to fill this up with seed, which we've done now. Alright, now what we have to do is decide what we are going to plant in field 3. I'm only going to use the 1 seeder. We're not going to do multiple seeders on field 3. It's not quite big enough to really warrant that with 2 of these Great Plains seeders. As you can see, I've got my fleet of Xerion 5000s there. They'd finished seeding this field over here, field 2, and they just need a bit of a wash and a bit of maintenance before they go back out again. So probably towards the end of this episode, we'll head over there and clean them up and get them all tidied up and put it away, ready to go for the next bit of field work they have to do. But yeah, so we're only going to use the single Great Plains seeder on field 3. Now, by the time you see this, we should already have had out the Anderson DLC from Giants. We are looking forward to that. Being the Lord of the Grass, baling is always a part of the grass work we like to enjoy. However, we're probably very unlikely to see any of that sort of equipment used here on the Western Australia map. Primarily because of the fact that we aren't growing any grass. We've got no reason to grow grass. It's not really a climate for grass fields. But who knows? We might just do it just for... We just might do it anyway. Actually, the more I think about it, we might just do it. We might just really showcase the Anderson equipment. It was expected the Tractor X equipment, the wrapping machines. And I think having it on a huge field like this could be quite an interesting job. Make a 5 kilometre long bale, basically. So who's to know? We'll have a bit of a look and we'll see what happens. But I'll certainly have the equipment available for this map. But whether or not we actually use it will be another matter. But we'll come to that. Mind you, there's nothing more wonderful to see on the field than 6 big M's working together. So I think we might be likely to see it at some point. All right, so we're going to unfold this this planter, this seeder. What we are going to do is we're going to set a course play course. So again, we'll just go through the basics of this for those that may not be aware. Under our course play control, we select fertilise and seeding. We got 2 options. We can set the course play in here manually, or we can go and use the map. So that's what we're going to do. We select field 3, which is a user field. So as you can see, I've overwritten the default field 3 definition with my own. We are going to do 2 headland passes. We're going to do it in clockwise. We're going to start working on the headlands. We're not going to do that. We're going to do up down rows first. We don't have to bypass islands on this one. Smooth, field center, experimental, up or down. This is what I was talking about before. We have different options available to us. Up, down, racetrack, spiral. We're going to just use up and down. Skip rows we're not going to do. Return to first point, we will have that activated this time. We've got one tool and that's the width. So we're going to generate our course. It'll generate our course and show us our course, and that's the course we're going to be running. So there it is there. So we're going to head back in here. What we're going to do now is we just make sure that's all okay, which it is. No offsets are activated, which is good. We're going to go over here, we're going to set it to the first waypoint, and we're going to tell them to drive course. Alright, and off he goes. So what he should do is, if we bring up the course, he's just going to travel up here to the northern side of the field. He's then going to start doing his east-west tracks, and then we'll finish off with the 2 header rows. And so we can leave him be now. Both our harvesters are, that's quite funny, our harvesters are both at 86%. Alright, so what we'll do is we're going to head on over here and grab our Axion. And we're going to do a lap of the field and go empty off our combines. In fact, what we'll do, we'll empty this one that's close. No, we won't. We'll go to the other one first. Sorry. Indecisive. Anyway, yeah, so looking forward to the Anderson DLC. Sorry, I changed track there a bit. And I think we might bring that to this map. Reason being is our Fenton Forest is going to be on hold a little bit. Poor old Stevie, he brought out version 3.1 of his map and then found there was a significant problem with the animal areas. He has since then removed his custom made ones, put the standard Giants placeable ones back in and re-released the map. I haven't downloaded or changed that map as yet. Not that I'm not going to, I'm just sort of waiting a little bit. I might just see if Stevie might attempt to actually put his custom ones back in there again. And we'll just reset the map ready to go back from where we basically are at this point in time. I have got another map ready to go as well that I'm looking at doing. There also is good news. Oxygen David is almost finished with Oakfield. That is going to be released very soon to Giants. It's currently being tested, so that'll be a nice map to have as well. But every man and his dog is going to be on that map. Now, my good friend JJ has also given me a couple of other field maps to do, to have a look at. But I'm also thinking what we might do is we might jump on Meadow Grove for a bit. The wonderful map by Nathan. So I think we might do some work on Meadow Grove. And I mean, that's a map that we can certainly use the Anderson DLC on, because it's got a lot of grass fields to support the animals. So that's certainly an option for us. Alright, so Combine 2 has now finished. He's offloaded. Now, I also have noticed that I think I've got 2 different combines here. I've got one Stevie one, which is operating a lot quicker, and I've got a default Giants one as well. So we are going to have to swap these out at some point as well. Doesn't really affect us too much operationally. In fact, it's probably good. It gives them a big distance of separation on the field, so there's no chance of collision. But just for... Oops, and we didn't line ourselves up very well, did we? Just for the sake of having them able to operate together a lot better, we'll make sure they're all the same. Certainly the other 2 that are sitting back at the farm are Stevie ones, including the new one that we bought, the dual wheel variant. But we'll worry about that a little bit later. We don't have to worry about that right now. Alright, so both of these combines hold 60,000 litres or bushels or whatever the hell we're going to call it. And this this Elmer Hallmaster only holds 100,000. I say only. So we won't be doing a complete empty of both harvesters. But because of the fact we've got to sort of go around the field and chase them up and empty them, that won't be so much of an issue either. So we'll just be driving around and doing our emptying and all that sort of stuff. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Lovely view out the front of this class. That's the other thing we're looking forward to. Hopefully at this FarmCon or whatever it is they got coming up, Giants will be releasing a bit more detail of their collaboration with Class. And certainly, hopefully, they'll either announce that they're going to start... pardon me. Either they're going to start bringing Class items into the game, or they're going to bring them in as a DLC. Personally, I don't mind either way. Certainly if it's going to be a Class DLC, I'll be jumping all over that, that's for sure. If it's just bringing them into the game, well, that's good, but I hope that it's not as sporadic as what it has been with all the stuff they're bringing in from FS19, all that sort of stuff. I'd like them to do a lot of the gear in one go and then just have them available, not just do one every couple of weeks, all that sort of stuff. But and I'd like to make sure they actually work. You can refuel them, all that sort of stuff. That'd be really nice, Giants, if you can make sure of that. All right, so he's going to head on in here. I'm going to fill up. We've damaged a little bit of the oats here, but that's okay. Oats is not going to be a primary field crop that we're going to use on this map. It's only here because this is what was on the field when we bought the field. Certainly we won't be planting any oats going forward because there's certainly no chance that you'll see any horses on this farm or any other farm that I run without getting into all that. Alright, so off we go. So we're going to head on over here, we're going to offload these into the trailer, and watch this combine to make sure that this next set of turns is not going to be a bit of a mess like it was previously, but hopefully this next set of turns should be okay for it. Alright, so we're going to go out of cab, extend our pipe, and we'll come in, and we're going to have to offload to 2 different trailers because this is going to fill this trailer up. So watch him as he comes through on his corner. Now I believe what he's going to do is he's going to finish off there and he's going to drive up towards the other end of the field, over to the eastern end of the field, and then he'll continue on over there, which is exactly what he's done. Which is good, so I think that's okay. He's going to work okay now. Alright, I'm just going to come back and reset. We'll start at the rear trailer again. And I've just realised we've done a bit of a faux pas on field 3. I was joking with, I think it was 007 Robert not long ago about the fact that it took me a while to realise that I'd planted the wrong crop. Well, we've done exactly the same thing again here. We're planting corn in field 3. So let's go and have a look, see how much we've done. Yeah, I think we'll leave it. We'll just plant the corn. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. I mean, we can sell the corn, it's not a problem. But, yeah. There we go. That's what we get for not watching what we're doing and being particularly careful. So it happens quite regularly here. But anyway. Alright. So there he goes. He's started on his straight lines now. He's heading in there. Our other combine is just coming around the corner. So he's getting there slowly. Go up here and have a bit of a look-see. See what's going on. Now I must admit I haven't tried this course play with this variant of the courses, doing this staggered approach, so it'll be interesting to see how they actually react and what they do. So keep a bit of an eye on them and see what they do. Hopefully he's going to turn and come back up. This is an area where we could also get a collision while they're setting up, like while this guy is doing these runs, and our primary combine down there is coming back up to get in position, so it could be very interesting. The other thing we're going to have to do as well is we've got to collect all our straw. Now, we aren't going to bale this field like we did with field 2. We will actually use the loading wagons and just pick up the straw and store it in the silo. And then from there what we will do is then take it down and sell it at the sale point. Alright, he's getting in position, so he's okay there. I'm not sure as to why he's starting there, but I'm sure it'll work out in the end. Just have to keep an eye on them and see how they go. Alright, so while they're doing that, what we will do is we actually will go back and we will have a look at our Zerions and we'll give them a quick wash. So here we are. We'll get the Karcher out and we'll give them all a big bit of a wash. We'll come in here and clean the Prontos first. And then what we can do is we can start using these guys as well. I do want to get... probably take the John Deere out, out and the Swadro, and we'll start actually windrowing the straw while we're waiting for the combines to fill up. So that'll be another task we do, and we'll do that manually, I think, today. And I think the straw will be collected when we have some of our immigrant hired hands here with us. So we'll muck off the Zerion here. Beautiful looking piece of equipment. I really do love the look of these tractors. For those of you that have been following on the DuckZorly gaming channel, you would certainly know that by now. It's our... and there we go, the combines have gotten into traffic with each other. Oh dear. It looks like they've had some dramas. Alright, let's go and have a look. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's not good. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get these guys back on track. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put him back on the run that he's just finished. And then he will more easily continue on. See, now this is as I've always said. We can't just leave things running under GPS... under courseplay and assume that they are going to work perfectly, because it's certainly not always the case, and especially when you have multiple tools running on the field together as we've got here. We do need to be very, very careful with how we manage these tools, or these staff members in this case. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to head back over to the shop now. And we're going to finish cleaning off. Hopefully there won't be another collision now. They should almost be... Oh, wrong key. They should almost be okay now and self-sufficient. Finish cleaning off that beautiful beast there. Certainly the class green version is my favourite. I'm trying to work out how to get my logo back on these beasts in FS19. It's a little bit more difficult than what it was previously. And I'm certainly no good with GE, so we'll be looking at trying to do that, but there's no guarantees we'll certainly do it. But I do like the personalised Zerion 5000s I had in 17, so I do want to do the same here for 19. Now we're getting pretty close. This will be pretty much the end of the episode. Now, I am going to... I know I haven't sort of done the spoiler with what's going up on the other side of the farm as we get rid of that before you really notice what's going on. Although some of you will probably rewind and find it. But we are going to discuss what's going on and showcase that in the next episode, definitely. So I would ask that you probably don't go and do it. And if you do, please don't mention it in the comments, because some people might actually want to actually see what it is as a bit of a surprise. So please, no spoilers. But it'll be very interesting what we're going to do. And in fact, you can't see everything we're doing because we haven't done all the setup there yet anyway. So, all right, they're nice and clean. They're all ready to go. Our combines are not full, so that's okay. Our other guy is still busily working. We're going to drop that off there now. So look at that. Beautiful looking array of machinery there. Simply awesome, isn't it? Okay, what we will do is we're going to head back over here to our combine, and we'll sign off from here as we watch these combines go through the last of their, or the next one of their runs. So thanks very much for watching. I apologise for our courseplay dramas in this episode, but at least you can see that it does happen. It's not always smooth sailing, and we'll continue on with the harvesting of this field. And in the next episode, we'll come back and continue on with the harvest, or finish off the harvest, and commence all the windrowing and all that sort of stuff. So that's what you can look forward to here. And we'll also be showcasing, like I said, our new section of the farm in the next episode as well. As long as we've got some money. We need some more money, so that's what we've got to concentrate on. So we're going to have to harvest this field, sell the oats, and then we can continue on nicely. Alright, so thanks very much for everyone for watching. I hope you've liked the episode. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, press the dislike button. That's okay. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you do, please make sure you press that alarm notification icon so as you are made aware of when more videos or live streams or whatever are available. And until next time, this is DuckZorly signing off. And no matter whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter where you are in the world, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And remember, violence and hate of any kind is not okay. And on that note, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye.